What's going on, guys? What you doing? I've been away for a month, and I've been bad. I left you all with nothing to watch. All 73 of you. So I'm gonna bring you some League of Legends now! I'm not joking, so enjoy. Anyways, we're playing 80 carry Thresh, bottom with Morgana. Hopefully she's a nice Morgana, because if she's not, Thresh, shut the fuck up. Let me shut him up. Be quiet. And master volume, go down. And go back. And then he's much quieter than before, because he's a loud motherfucker. Even at 30% system audio volume. And you kind of play attack damage carry on beginner bots against semi-squishy characters like Annie and Misfortune and Sona and Leona. They all come bot and you just wreck them as 80 carry Thresh, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. And then you see this like weird graphical glitch thing. I don't know if that's a graphical glitch or is that just like showing me the light. I don't even know. I just give up. So then you kind of just dance here, and I'm gonna let you guys play whatever music you think fits this. Just go ahead, pause the video right now, and bring up a music that fits his dance right here. You have about like 10 seconds, and that's pretty much it, because the minions are coming. Like, they've already arrived in mid. Yeah. I'm picturing Danza Kuduro from the end of Fast 5. Or maybe Livin' La Vida Loca, because, you know, Thresh is fucking crazy. And then you just kind of... Misfortune comes along, and you say, fuck you, and you whack a couple minions, and you just get lots of money, you get fed, and you have just the best time. But you don't want to get killed, because then you'll know you're at Subway, because at Subway they eat Thresh a lot. It's even in their menu. You go up to a Subway guy and you go, he goes, what do you like on your sandwich? And you go, Thresh, and he just pulls out one of Thresh's little like fucking hook hairs, and you're just like, what the fuck? And somebody calls you and you don't even know who they are, so you just kind of ignore it. And you don't let the Misfortune get away though, because she's a fucking bitch, and you just steal the first blood, because that's how you roll. Not even close, baby. And then you don't do what I just did there. You don't steal a copyrighted thing, especially with some from Donkey, because Donkey's got a lawyer and he'll fucking find you. I guess you can call Donkey kind of a boss. I don't know. I don't know what kind of boss. I think he's something MOB. I don't know. Is that like leak speak for mana of bitches? I don't know. Man of bitches. Yeah, man of bitches. Yeah, so Donkey's the man of bitches. He's a man of bitches boss. So you don't want to screw with him, because he'll send his lawyers after you, and they'll find you, and they'll sue your ass for copyright. When they sue you, they just wanna use your. They don't really sue you, because if they were to sue you, it would take forever. So they just kind of bring a baseball bat with you, and they knock on your door, and they smile, and you smile, and then they throw something at you, and you take it in the face, and then you catch it in your hands, and you realize that it's a baseball glove, and they want to play baseball. So they're really just nice guys in general, so you just be nice to them. Donkey's a nice guy, so then you kind of just save your Morgana here, and you just kind of ramble on about shit that nobody cares about, and you be uninteresting and funny at the same time, probably. And you get 12 souls, because souls are awesome. And then you somehow make Thresh grow cat ears, if you can. I can't do it. I don't have the magic. That's magic with a C and a K at the end. So it's I don't know. It's like Morgana, but it's like magic. I don't know. And then you kind of just come here and you take all these minion kills, and you let Morgana kill Sona, probably. And you don't get back in time to kill the little minion there. And then you kind of whack Misfortune. Don't let her get away though, but it's too late. So you just gotta save up for a BS sword right here, and then just whack Misfortune a couple times. and you hopefully you can't, no, you're not gonna get enough mana, so she's gonna get away. But that's okay, because you can get her next time. Unless Sona wants to try and be a hero, because then you whack her, and then if she tries to get away, she gets away. But that's okay, because then you grab Misfortune with your fucking hook, and you play Hey there, little fishy, and you whack her, and you take another kill for your team, because you're that much of a boss. Like Donkey, but not like Donkey, because Donkey's one of a kind. And then you don't eat McDonald's 2 days in a row, because that's gross, trust me. Then you have a metabolism freaking size of Cho'Gath, and you don't lose weight. I mean, you lose lots of weight really fast, and you become anorexic, and you can't eat. And then you can't talk. And then you forget how to use the English language, and you go to school one day, and they say, I'm sorry, you're mentally retarded. You throw your box, but you throw it at the right moment that Morgana leaves anyway, so there's no point. So then you run up here and you kind of whack everybody and you just take all these kills because you're AD carry Thresh and you don't give a fuck. And then you say, I have enough for a BF sword, and you go here and you type B, and she hides in the bushes with you, and then she goes over and tries to be a hero again. And then you buy your BF sword, and you talk like a smoker, hopefully not. You just take like 20 cigarettes, you go, done. And then you come back here and you try to impersonate Thresh's voice on the way. I don't know. And then you fucking troll people on YouTube while you're playing League of Legends. You gotta have dual screens for this, okay guys? This is the requirement. It's gonna take you about 20 hours of grinding to get dual screens. You're also gonna have to be Diamond League, and you're gonna have to win the tournament. That gets you $1 million or whatever the hell it does. And then you kill all your teammates, and you take that $1 million for yourself, and then you say, I don't give a fuck, I don't play League no more, because it's a fun game. And then you kind of whack her, and then she tries to get away, and you fuck her up. You fuck that bitch up. And then you don't, so you have to take care of Misfortune instead. And she runs away, and you don't know if you're gonna get her or not, and so your heart's kind of like pounding, and you don't get her, so you kind of take your anger and frustration out on these poor little minions who don't know any better. And they say, why Uncle Thresh, why? And you say, because I need your fucking souls to kill your aunt, Misfortune. And then you go in Faku and you look up a bunch of League of Legends hentai, and you find out that it's actually pretty good, and then you suddenly can't see Ari as a good champion anymore, because you've seen her do it with Warwick as in a human form and in a wolf form, and you suddenly have an attraction to Warwick. Not really, but. And then Morgana comes back, and since nobody's ever made a freaking fanfiction about Morgana, you just kind of walk away, and you just don't need, no, you walk away mid-throw, and you just throw your box at Morgana, and you go, here you go. And then you bring Sun in, and you don't do anything, and you just smack it, and Morgana takes the kill. Because Morgana needs that kill. And then you go and you go, box! And then you fail, and then you whack her one more time, and you get the kill. Not even close. And then Donkey's fans come onto your YouTube account when you post this video, and they go, why you steal Donkey's catchphrase? And you say, because I can, baby, and they get really upset. And you just can't handle the truth. A few good men can't handle the truth, but a lot can. So if you need to tell your bros about something, don't get a few of them, just get a lot of them, because they can handle the truth. Maybe it's secretly that you have an attraction to your mother's uncle's sister, which is your fucking grandma.
Rampage.
I was just checking over that in my head. Yeah, that's your fucking grandma. So you have an attraction to your grandma. That's kind of weird. Yeah. And then you go back home, and you walk in the door, and you see your girlfriend doing somebody on your bed, and you pull the covers off, and you realize it's Thresh, because Thresh is so fresh he can suck his nuts. I'm so Thresh, you can suck my nuts, he says to you, and you try to punch him, and he just swings his lantern at you, whacks you in the face, and then when you wake up, you're in a secret dimension where Katarina rapes all her victims, and you're kind of like, fuck this, and Gentleman Shogath comes, saves you, and says, you are my son, and I will save you from the beast of Katarina. And then Lux comes along, uses her hyper beam, kills your father, and you're like, no, and you can't save him. And then Zack comes along and like grabs your father, and then your father revives, and you're like, Zack, is there anything I can do to repay you? And Zack's like, not even close. And then you still try to be funny on your YouTube account, and you just can't, because you're not funny to anybody. And then you grab all these souls as Thresh, and you just make it look as interesting as possible. So you gotta like taunt mid fucking game. You just gotta dance. And if you can't do this for a minute straight, a minute, look at the clock, a minute, you suck. So you're just gonna dance, and then your auto attack interrupts it, so you suck. And then Sona and Misfortune are retarded, and they come mid too. And you just grab Sona and you pull her in, and then you whack her. And then Tibbers comes at you, and you just throw your box down. You're just like, fuck this bitch. And you whack Misfortune, and you whack her again. Oh, you don't make it. And then you whack Tibbers away. You're like, fuck you, bear. And you just get it. You just peace. You just, oh, I'm out. And then you whack Tibbers. You kill Tibbers, so Annie doesn't have an ult anymore. And then you kill that minion. You kill that minion. You fucking tilt. Murder everybody, and then you get your report card back and see if you're failing English terribly, and then you say it's because you're Hispanic, and the teacher says that's not an excuse. Hispanics have better English than us, and you say not even close, baby, and he's like, that's not even a word, baby, and you say, then you sue him for calling you baby because that's a sexual term, and you think he wants the D, and then you hand him. You look at your name and you realize that your name starts with a D, so you take the D off the first part of your name. So now your name is Avid or Annual or Annie with a Y, not with an IE. And you hand it to him, and he's like, you get an A, and you're like, I get to be double A Annie, or I get to be double A Annual, or double A Avid. And you're like, yeah.
An enemy has been slain.
So then you spell your name like this.
Shut down.
Double Avid. Going home for AP. And then you read the chat aloud, so you get really obnoxious and annoying. And you're sick, so you don't know, and you can't. This is just how you cope with your sickness. You make a YouTube video, and you post it on YouTube, and you say because you're sick, it gives you the right to ramble on endlessly about random things. And you have a voice crack, and people in the chat will be like, in the comment, not in the chat, because it's not a live stream. They'll be like, not even close, baby, your voice does not hit maturity. And they'll rhyme. They won't stop rhyming. So you gotta be careful, because if they start to rhyme, you're pretty much gone. That's it. When your fans start to rhyme with what you do, you're gone. You're no longer on YouTube. You're like in hell now. And then you steal that, and you save her, and you try to save her, and she gets away, and Sona thinks, I'm gonna go grab her, and you're like, not even close, baby, and you like steal the kill, and you run off, and you go like that, and you miss Misfortune entirely, and so you try to get Misfortune to come back at you, and you whack her, and you put the box down, and you whack her again, you get her, and then Annie comes along, and you just fucking wreck that little girl. Fucking double kill. Fuck that shit. Because I don't give a fuck. And now you just start cursing like a madhouse because you're Canadian and they don't have a right to tell you can't. Because you're the U.S.'s bitch. And you know, that won't change until we kick their ass again. Even they still haven't accepted the fact that we kicked their ass about 201 years ago. Pretty much, yeah. So we gotta go back and kick their ass, show them who's boss, you know. Otherwise they're just gonna get too cocky, and Nunu's gonna come in here and try to kick your ass, and you try to whack Sona, but it doesn't work. And so you try to get out of Nunu, and he just shuts you down, and that goes to the end of your spree, and your teammates may be sad about that. There's not a 100% chance on that. It's like a 50% chance. But if they show sadness, you just kind of hop aboard that train and you cry your eyes out and you blame it on lag, because this is League of Legends. and nobody ever takes the fault. But if you meet a guy who does take the fault, and he posts it in all chat, and he's like, guys, I suck, I'm 9-1, I'm sorry for letting you guys down. You honor that man, because he's one in a million, literally. Because League players don't know how to say that they fucked up. It's like it's really like the real world. Nobody knows how to say they screwed up, and it's somebody else's fault. Then you go to Bel Air, and now you're the Thresh Prince of Bel Air. So you have to go and fuck up your homeboys. I mean, they're not your homeboys. You gotta go fuck up some crackers. Literally, they're cracking because they're rocks, and then you just fuck them up, and you're just like one-hit kill. And you're like, get the fuck back there, bitch, and you just whack him, and you just tick off his head, and you're just like, yeah. You just like shoot some b-ball up into the school. And then a little girl in her giant fucking bear, and Xin Zhao tries to just run past her, and a couple guys were up to no good, and they tried to make trouble in my neighborhood. But Xin Zhao got in one little fight, and I kind of got scared, but he moved with my aunt and uncle in Bel Air. And now he lives in my basement. And then you just kind of, somebody tells you to attack the other turret, and you just do it, because you don't have a life, and you don't listen to yourself. And then Misfortune comes along, and you grab her, and you ult, so she can't get away. And she just runs into your ult, and she's just fucking stupid. And then Sona comes along, and you kind of back up, and then you kind of whack Sona, and you kind of grab her. Oh, and then you throw it on your box, and you kind of walk away from Nunu, and you go, not even close, baby. You have to do that. You gotta do that in class. In chat, not even close. It's like that. It's clothes, baby. Not even clothes, baby. And then somebody will probably pick it out and say, you watch Donkey, don't you? And I said, yeah. That's what happens. Yeah. So then you
rampage.
And then you watch Annie make it away because Xin Zhao can't play. Because Xin Zhao is a terrible character. No, he's nothing in comparison to Thresh. Thresh. Yeah, it really is Thresh. Yeah, I was trying to pronounce it a different way. I was like T-H-Resh. It's T-H-Resh. And then people run from Nunu for the stupidest fucking reasons you don't even know, and you're just like, the fuck you? And then you ask them to lure Nunu, and then you grab him, and you're just like, fuck you, baby, and you fuck him up, and you take the fucking aim kill, and fucking Veigar takes it from you, and you're just like, Veigar, baby, I hope you die in a hole, baby, and then you just kind of don't let Zen have any kills, and you don't give him a box. Because he's a fucking ass. And you kind of whack that, and you do amazing amounts of damage to it, and you let your fucking turret thing take all the damage for you. And then you come in here and you're just like, not even close, baby. Not even close. And throw the box down, and you're just like, it's time to go. And you go whack. Whack. And you go whack. Whack. Whack, 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 and whack, and you go, that's whack. And you try to save the minions with a box, but it doesn't work on minions, so that's kind of stupid. And then you put the box down, and you don't let Nunu get away. You're just like, fuck you, Nunu, and you grab the wrong minion. And then Xin Zhao comes in, and he tries to take the kill, but he's a fucking failure. Watch this. He's gonna yeah, fucking failure. Told you. Oh, he just makes it out. So you gotta give him the box. You're just like, good job, good job. And then hopefully Leona chases you, and you fucking grab her in, and you just whack her back, and then you whack, and you just go to town. Because nothing can touch you now, because you're 80 Thresh, and you have 223 damage, and you're not even trying. Honestly. But you click a lot, because you just want to make it look like you're trying. And you just kind of fuck up Sona's day, and you hope that your burn gets her, and it does get her, so you're pretty much good. And you play MLG against bots, even though, you know, bots are stupid. Even though it's funner to kill lots of bots than to lose and to be angry at real people. And I don't really play League of Legends all that often, guys. I mean, look at me. I'm 80 Thresh. I don't need to play all that often. And then you tell your subscribers, like right now, like what I'm doing, that the only reason you're playing 80 Thresh not because you bought them is because it's Thresh for your week, and you just take everybody's kill like an asshole. And then when normal champions come back, you just can't play because Thresh is the only character you ever want. And you were stupid and bought Nidalee, and you can't even play AP Nidalee. So, and then you try to be an asshole to this golem. You don't even need blue. Actually, you maybe kind of do. You need burp because you just drank a Pepsi, even though you're sick. And you kind of just fucking troll around the jungle. And then Annie comes along, and you're just like, little girl. And you fucking drag her into the goddamn wild, and you're just like whack, and you beat the shit out of Sona because you fuck Sona.
Unstoppable.
And you try to take that kill, but it doesn't work out that way because you don't have flash. But if you had flash, you would have gotten a double kill, and fucking Xin Zhao would have raged at you. But thank God he didn't, because Xin Zhao's rage was very effective against Thresh. It's not really though. And then you just kind of whack him, and you see you've already pretty much built up Thresh. You don't have anything left to do. You just kind of shank the towers. Remember, this strategy only works on beginner bots. Real people will probably fucking kick your ass before you can even say what. And then your clock dings, and it's like it dings in the exact second you say what, so it knows what you're feeling, bro. And then you try to be a hero, and you hold on to the edge of the time, but you can't be smooth, and you can't be fast, and you're not fresh in the fight. And then you try to grab that Sona, and you just fail miserably, and you hope that you move faster than Sona. And you try to grab Misfortune, and it doesn't work out the way you planned it. And you try to get out of there, and you just barely make it, and then Annie shuts you down again. So you buy that. You buy your Black Cleaver, and you sell your Doran's Blade because you don't give a fuck anymore. And you buy the Tramet, even though you don't use items abilities. You just kind of buy it, and now you almost have 300. You're almost too overpowered to even think about how overpowered you'd be. Soon that little number in the bottom right hand corner won't even appear anymore. It's just stupid how often that thing appears until you become 80 Thresh. And then you're praying that your teammates start to suck without you, because if they can take the Nexus before you get 20 kills, you're gonna have a rage fist and you're gonna fucking smash your computer, because that's how you roll, you know. Yeah, Thresh. And then you run out of stuff to talk about, and you're just like, well, what the fuck do I talk about now? Because I've pretty much gone over how to become ADC Thresh. You only need 2 items, really, and then you're pretty much done. Because by the time you get to level 18, which you will never make it to level 18 on bots, because they're still level 9, and you pretty much fucking one-hit KO all of them. And the only thing that they require is they need to have stupid people feed them. And so when you can't feed them anymore, you pretty much just one-hit every minion in the game. And then you kind of throw down the box over Nunu, and then when he tries to run away, you fucking take that. You try to take the kill, but fucking Xin Zhao takes it for you. And Xin Zhao takes again another one of your kills, and you at this point in time, you're just like, fuck you, Xin Zhao. You hit the little thing, and you go take out the turrets by yourself because you're biased. And then you decide, fuck that, and you kill that Sona, and you're just like you just hit one hit of Sona. Be proud, because it's really hard to do that. Sonas are very tanky. Just remember that. And then you have like the softy like Leona here, and you just kind of whack her once, and she's pretty much dead. But again, Xin Zhao steals that kill from you, so You just dance. You dance right here, and you let them fight Nunu, and you don't help whatsoever. Ever. Like, you just don't help. Just don't even help. Just ignore them. If they're getting hit, don't give them the box. Just kind of walk away. And then Pantheon tries to come in, and you're like, fuck you, Nunu. And Pantheon tries to take a kill, and he does, but not as much as Xin Zhao does, so. And then you try to throw the box down, and he shuts you down again. And he's the only one that you have to worry about when you're playing online, so don't worry about it. And then you get 300 something attack, and now your teammates don't even need you anymore because they've been stealing all your kills, and you haven't made it to 20. So at this point, you just pop up surrender, and you're just like, not even close, baby. And one of them will say yes. This is the key word for we're about to win, and you should really try hard. See that now I thought he was gonna go for the good old try to touch the turret before you die trick. They seem to be stupid. So, and Sona gives you a sad face, and you're like sad face in return, and then you end the